we go from here?
I don't know, but I do know I want to be with you.
Why is it you always manage to make me feel like a shrew? Suddenly I'm the one who's being unreasonable. I'm spoiling things.
I didn't say that.
Your whole attitude says it. Take me home, George, please. Just take me home.
Darling, I love you. And I want what you want, a life for the two of us, and I'm trying to work it out. Please believe that.
I can't believe anything anymore. I just can't stand this secrecy, George. The few hours we steal, followed, by the worst loneliness I've ever known. The loneliness of knowing you're going back home to another woman. I just can't go on.
What else can I do?
You're the man. You make the decision.
Honey, it is not easy to turn your back on two children. I leave you, and I'm happy. I'm secure. And I'm going to do something, and then I'm confronted with them. Please try to help me by understanding that. All I want is enough time to work it out so that I don't hurt them.
How much more time?
As soon as possible. I promise. She's dead.
That looks like Margie Crane. I just left her at the dance. We gotta call the police.
We can't.
We've got to.
Yeah, but then we identify ourselves, and how do we explain away a respectable married man and a single girl alone on Mulholland Drive at night?
George, we've got to help.
She's dead. We can't help her now. If there was something we could do, but we can't. We can't afford to get involved, neither one of us.
R-I-C-K-E-Y, Ricky.
First name?
Peter. I work at Lockheed. I was coming over the hill, and I saw that body lying over there, and I went over to that house and phoned in.
You reported she was dead. How'd you know?
Well, I don't know. I just knew she looked dead. Look, can I go now?
What's your hurry?
Officer, my foursome's got a 7 o'clock reservation at Rancho, and my 3 buddies aren't just going to hang around there and wait for me. They'll tee off without me.
Take it easy, Mr. Ricky. They'll wait.
Look, I'm sorry, but I just don't get very much chance to play golf except on Sunday, and the course gets so crowded that, you know, if you don't make your appointments, you're dead.
All right, Mr. Ricky. You can go.
Thank you, officer.
Pretty girl, wasn't she?
How old do you think?
About 17.
17. Sweet 16 in the year. Corn-colored hair, blue dress, and 1,000 beautiful dreams. And this is how it ends. Before it even begins. Oh, boy, I hate them like this.
Sergeant. MP bulletin, just broadcast from headquarters. Girl named Marjorie Crane. Folks called in when they found her bed empty this morning.
Any description?
Yeah. 17, blonde hair, blue dress. Went to a high school dance last night. Radio car's bringing the folks up now.
Nick?
Yeah?
Guess we won't have to look far for a motive. She obviously said no.
You know, I can't understand kids these days. They drink too much, drive too fast, commit senseless murders. Now, Dan, what would you do if a girl said no?
I don't know. Swallow my pride and drive her home, I guess.
That's right. I would, you would, most anybody else would. But this one killed. Why? Drunk? Psycho? Why? She gets dressed, goes to a dance, never sees the next morning. Mr. and Mrs. Crane?
Yes.
I'm Sergeant Anderson. This is Sergeant Kirby.
Right this way, please.
Oh.
Hold it.
She looked so beautiful last night in her blue dress. No! No, 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 no! Oh, no, 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 no! No!
Mr. Crane, I'm sorry, but I do have to ask you a few questions. We understand your daughter went to a dance last night. You go with a boy.
Neil Bradbury.
You know where he lives?
Somewhere in Hollywood.
Crane, can you remember?
Please, Sergeant, no more questions. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Of course.
President stated further at his news conference that he expects the gross national product this year to be the highest in history and expects further gains to be made as we continue record production. The stock market moved slightly higher in active trading today following the announcement, and blue chips...
Do you think you ought to get some sleep? There's no school today.
I'm sorry, Ruthie. Did I wake you?
Oh, no, that's all right. That was some headache you had last night. I mean the one he gave you.
Who?
Your boyfriend. Mr. Hoositz. The one who calls himself Jerry. You want to talk about it?
No.
I didn't think you would. Oh, darling, I don't want to butt into your
Then
private...
don't.
Well, you look like something that was left over from a rummage sale, and you haven't slept a wink. Okay, call me misadvice to the lovelorn, call me anything you want, but... Oh, baby, no man is worth it. Especially a married man.
Who told you he was married?
Well, isn't he?
Ruthie, I told you I don't want to talk about it. Now, will you just mind your own business and leave me alone?
Sunshine, with temperatures moving up to the 80s at the beaches, slightly higher in the valley.
You guys want to see me?
Neil Bradbury?
That's right. Who are you? How'd you know I was here?
Your folks told us.
Oh. What do you want to see me for?
From what we hear, you took a girl to a dance last night.
That's right.
What happened when you took her home?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't take her home.
Well, then who did?
Kid named Joey Basili.
Joey Basili.
That's right. Why?
How does this happen? You take a girl to a dance and somebody else takes her home?
We had an argument. I mean, he tried to cut in on Margie, and we kind of pushed each other around. And he took her home.
That's the last you saw of her?
That's right. Well, what is this? What's with all the questions?
Margie Crane was found dead this morning.
What? Where did they find her?
On Mulholland Drive.
Margie dead. Dead, I can't believe it. I mean, we were kind of pretty good friends.
Did she ever go up there before with Joey Basili?
I don't know. How would I know? Was it an accident?
It was murder. Did she ever go up there with you?
No, never. It wasn't like that with us. I respected her. She was a wonderful girl.
How well did she know this Basili boy?
Hey, look, I don't want to get Joey Basili in any trouble as far as...
How well did she know him?
We're all in the same class. You know, seniors. Joey was always trying to make a play for her. Trying to get her to date him. He was an out type. A climber, you know what I mean? Margie never would. Hey, you guys don't think Joey Basili would...
You know where he lives?
Sure. Over on Sycamore.
Neil, where's your car?
My car?
Like to look at it.
Right over there.
You better show us.
Sure. This is it. Well, can I go now?
Yeah, you go ahead. We may want to talk to you later.
Very pretty.
Yeah. Real nice Sunday.
Hey, you think that'll do it, Joe? Yeah. Okay, Ben. Turn it over.
Okay, Chucky, baby, here we go.
Man, listen to that real purr. Any genius could have done it.
We're in now, man.
Nice car. Great shape. Whose is it?
We're police. I'm Sergeant Kirby. This is Sergeant Anderson. Which one of you is Joseph Basili?
Me. What's the trouble?
Your car, Joey?
Yeah. And it ain't speedy.
You naturally ornery or just the police officers?
What's your name?
Charles Hanley.
Yours?
Ben Conrad. What's the matter?
Girl named Marjorie Crane was killed last night. Thought maybe you fellows might give us some help.
Marge. Killed?
That's right. You and she left the dance together.
I don't know anything.
Now, that's a bad start, Joey. You know what happened to her up in Mulholland. You know that's the car that drove her up there.
No. I don't know that.
She was once your girl, wasn't she?
So what? They were going to be married when he graduated. He was nuts about her. Well, that was before she met that charm boy, Neil Bradbury.
Oh, why don't you guys shut up? Marge and I left the dance last night, but we never went to Mulholland. Not last night.
I think we better go downtown and talk it all out.
Put everything away, fellas. Don't leave it out in case it rains.
Again.
I'm telling you, fellas. She made up to me. We danced. Then we went outside the gym, and that's when Neil came out and started throwing punches.
And then what happened?
I protected myself.
You knocked him out.
And then you left the dance with Marjorie Crane and you went to get a hamburger.
At the Bergmaster on Vine in Santa Monica. It's a drive-in. And then it was late, and I drove her home.
She never got home, Joey.
You won't believe what happened. Marge and I were in the car, parked right in front of her house. And the car door suddenly opened, and I was slugged in the back of my neck. I went out cold.
In the car?
I was occupied at the time.
You were necking?
Well, we were kissing.
And you didn't see him?
Came upon my blind side. I woke up behind the hedge along the driveway of the house. My car was gone.
Then you walked home.
When I got home, my car was sitting at the curb.
What time was that? Were your folks up?
There's just my mom. She's a night nurse at Cedars.
And then what happened? What happened?
I went to bed.
Just like that? Just went to bed? Now, who are you kidding, Joey? You get slugged from behind, you wind up in the bushes, your girlfriend disappears, you don't even call the police to check on her?
I thought she was sleeping already.
Come on, Joey. You admitted she was practically kidnapped out of your car.
All right. I did call her home. But there was no answer.
Mr. Crane was home at 12 o'clock. He received no phone calls.
He wasn't home when I called.
All the more reason to call the police.
Oh, I thought I knew who did it. I thought it was Neil. Getting back at me. We don't generally call the cops to settle fights.
All right, Joey, the truth. What happened?
I told you.
I mean up on Mulholland.
Never took Margie up on Mulholland last night.
But you used to. You used to take her there.
Don't you see how it looks, Joey? Your girl dumps you for another guy. You go to this dance. She tries to make him jealous by using you. You believe it. You take her to Mulholland. You want her to be your girl again. She refuses. You lose your head.
That's the way it happened, Joey. We might be able to help you.
I wasn't there. I didn't do it. I didn't kill Margie. Why would I do a crazy thing like that?
Somebody did a crazy thing like that.
Morning, Miss Wellman.
Have you heard the news? It's in all the papers.
I know it could have happened to either you or me.
Yeah, but here she comes.
Have you heard, Miss Wellman?
It's in all the papers. They found Margie Crane dead, and they don't know who did it.
I know what you're all thinking about. You're thinking about the terrible tragedy. It's hard for me to believe as well. I'm sure the police will find out who did it, and meanwhile, we'll just have to go on the best we can.
Miss Wellman? I've been talking to everybody, and, well, I think it might be a good idea if we wrote Mr. and Mrs. Crane a letter telling Margie's folks how sorry we are about what happened, and everybody in the homeroom signing it. Would that be all right with you, Miss Wellman?
Yes. That's a very nice idea, Neil. I guess we better start with the attendance. I noticed that Joey Basili is not here today. Does anyone know why he's not in school? Come in. Thank you. Could you excuse me for a few minutes? And please be quiet until the first bell.
Oh, Miss Wellman, come in, please. This is Sergeant Anderson of the Los Angeles Police, his associate, Sergeant Kirby. I'd like to ask you a few questions about the Margie Crane case.
Why me?
Well, as Joey's teacher, we thought you might help us learn something about him, the kind of boy he is.
What's Joey got to do with this?
This hasn't appeared in the newspapers yet, but we're holding him on suspicion of murder.
That's impossible. It's just impossible. I know he couldn't have done it.
How do you know that?
I just know it.
Sergeant Anderson, let me explain. Miss Wellman is Joey's homeroom teacher, as you already know. And a teacher and her students, well, there's a strong attraction. Sometimes they get to be almost like your own children. Naturally.
Well, I hope he's not guilty, Miss Wellman. Perhaps you can tell us something that might help him.
Well, I can tell you this about him. He's a very wonderful boy. He's a better than average student. He works very hard. He's never given me any trouble. I've never had to discipline him.
Miss Wellman, there was an argument at the dance that night, an argument between Joey and a boy named Neil Bradbury. You knew that, didn't you? An argument over Margie Crane?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you were a chaperone, weren't you?
I had a headache. I had to leave early.
I see. Well, I see no point in troubling you any further.
Sergeant?
Okay?
What's going to happen to Joey?
Well, it's hard to say. Depends on the evidence. If there's enough, we'll hand it over to the district attorney's office for a possible indictment.
But he's just a boy.
He's 18. Legally, that makes him an adult.
Does that mean he might stand trial?
He might.
Mr. Marshall, I wonder, would you mind getting a substitute tea?
Of course. You go home.
Thank you.
Joey Vasily? Yeah, I know him. He came out for boxing. Pretty intense competitor. Only he could never make it. No coordination. Just not an athlete, you know?
And Mr. Keeler, we have reason to believe this girl was hit with judo chop. Any of your boys around here know judo?
Judo? Oh, not too many. Oh, I teach some of them myself, just for their own self-protection, you know?
Not too many, you say. How about Joey Vasily?
Yeah. Joey wanted to learn judo. Got to be pretty good at it, too. Throw your weight into it, Langley. Drop your shoulder and really tear into it.
Good morning, Mr. Morrison's office. Who's calling, please? Miss Alice Wellman calling.
Oh, yes. Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Yes, honey, what is it?
George, I've got to see you right away.
Well, what about?
I can't tell you on the telephone. I've got to see you right now.
Well, honey, I can't. I've got clients coming in all day. I've got a dinner party at home tonight. Whatever it is, I'll have to wait till tomorrow.
George, they've arrested the wrong boy.
You sure?
I've got to talk to you, George.
Well, it'll have to be late tomorrow.
All right. When? Where?
Well, a little place on Pico, about 5. We'll talk it all out. Alice, nothing is going to happen till tomorrow. Just remember that I'm here and I love you.
No doubt about it, Sergeant. You wanted evidence, you got evidence.
Well, what about fingerprints?
Blurred, inconclusive.
Well, that's that. From here on in, we drop it into the DA's lap.
I don't know. There's something about this whole thing that bothers me.
Ah, face it, Nick. The kid's story's pretty wild. Everything we have, the tire marks, everything points to him. We couldn't even find anybody at the drive-in who could place him there.
I have a hunch Joey's telling the truth. You know what he did when we took him down in the car. He admitted he had a juvenile record. Nothing serious, but he told us. He didn't have to. The kid knew it.
But that proves nothing, Nick. I wish it did, but it doesn't.
Nothing except wheels in here and a gut full of question marks.
What kind of evidence is that? You take that into court and the judge would order the bailiff to throw you out on your rear.
Anything else on that Bradbury kid?
No, he checked out clean. His friends, his parents. He was in bed at the time of the murder. So everyone says.
Well, may as well book him and get it over. Take it easy. Have a drink, have a drink. All right. Now, are you positive the boy they arrested is innocent?
Yes, I'm positive.
All right. Just calm down and tell me why you think so.
Well, I got a quick look at the boy who was driving the car.
You didn't say you recognized him that night.
But no, I didn't say I recognized him. I didn't recognize him, but I know it wasn't Joey Basile.
Now, look, it was awfully dark. We were quite a distance from what was happening. I'm not being critical. I'm just suggesting you might be talking yourself into something.
George, the boy who killed Margie was taller than Joey. And he was lighter. Now, Joey is dark. He had an H on his sweater. He was wearing a Letterman sweater. Now, you saw that, didn't you, George?
I saw something, but I couldn't swear to any certainty what it was.
You must have seen that.
There are people here.
You must have seen that. Those sweaters were handed out just last week. They were given to the baseball letterman, and a lot of boys got them, but not Joey. He didn't even go out for the team. George, we've got to tell the police. We can't let this happen to him.
Well, of course we can't if he's innocent. Even if there's the slightest chance he's innocent. But we don't have to do it right now.
What do you mean? Just let an innocent boy go on trial?
No, that's not what I mean at all.
What?
Look, that's not what I mean, but why should we jump the gun now when it may not be necessary? The boy's in no trouble. They're just holding him for questioning. He hasn't even been indicted yet. What if they let him loose tomorrow? Wouldn't we look like a couple of fools?
George, don't talk to me like an attorney. You know as well as I do the police make mistakes sometimes.
But there's no need for us to make a mistake.
It's wrong, George. Then what if that boy goes to trial?
He is not going on trial. If he does, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But if we step forward now, the whole world will know that we were together that night on Mulholland Drive. Think about that. Think of the consequences. The gossip, the scandal, all that dirty linen dragged through court. Let's give the police a chance to find out the truth.
I always do it your way.
Honey, just remember that I love you. And I am here. I've got to go home. Relax.
Sergeant Anderson.
Please. Listen to me. You've arrested the wrong boy.
What? Who is this?
Joey Basile did not kill Margie Crane. Somebody else did it.
Operator, there's a call coming in.
How do you know?
Trace.
Because I saw it. I saw the whole thing.
Would you give us your name, please? Will you let me have your name, please? Hello? 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 Hello?
Your Honor, at this time, the defense makes a motion that the case be transferred to juvenile court. And the youth authority accept the defendant on the grounds that he's 18 years of age. And because of his age as a juvenile, he should not be treated as an adult in a criminal court.
I would like to hear from the district attorney concerning this motion.
Your Honor, we object on the basis that this murder is particularly brutal and heinous, wanton and without mercy. The public is aroused, public opinion outraged. The defendant should be prosecuted according to the seriousness of the crime.
In accordance with the provisions of the Welfare and Institutions Code, the court has jurisdiction to certify a defendant if he is over 18 and under 21. However, this is discretionary. Based upon the evidence, the motion of the public defender is denied. Joseph Basile, you are hereby held to answer to the Superior Court, and you are ordered to appear on the 18th day of May in Department 100 to answer to the charge of murder. Pending your appearance, you are remanded to the custody of the sheriff.
Mr. Egan, Mr. Bavesi called a moment ago.
What does he want?
He wants to know whether you'll be his guest at the baseball dinner on the 7th.
Tell him I accept with pleasure, dear. Anything else?
Mr. Morrison's waiting outside to see you.
Of the firm of Carstairs, Morrison.
Beale and Moriarty. Shall I send him in now? Mr. Morrison?
Hello, Mr. Morrison. Mr. Egan, how are you? Sit down. Thank you.
You know, we've never met, but I've always been a great admirer of yours.
Now, you put me on my guard. But I'm flattered.
I envy you. When I was going through law school, I always had dreams of being a trial lawyer. You know the dreams of glory, combat in the arena, young Clarence Darrow. I wound up in corporate law.
What can I do for you, Mr. Morrison?
Well, I suppose you know about the Marjorie Crane murder.
Hard to avoid if you read the papers.
How would you like to defend Joey Basile?
Just like that?
Just like that.
I don't know. What's the rest of it, Mr. Morrison?
Well, because the boy has no resources, the court has appointed a public defender to represent him.
Phil Corman. Good man.
A good man, but with a heavy caseload. Now, I have a client who's personally interested in Joey Basile. He's authorized me to retain the best defense counsel in the state. Specifically you.
Well, I'm flattered again. Who is this client of yours?
Well, unfortunately, I can't tell you that.
Mr. Morrison, why is this good Samaritan of yours so interested in Joey Basile?
Well, let's just say that he's a public-spirited citizen.
$1,000 a day is a lot of public spirit. You realize, of course, I can't represent the boy unless he requests my services himself.
I've taken care of that.
You've taken care of that?
I talked to him this morning. I told him all about you. He would be grateful if you defended him.
You're very efficient, Mr. Morrison. And you've presented me with a very intriguing proposition.
I thought you'd be interested. May we count on you?
I'll let you know.
Fair enough.
Good day. Hello, Jerry. How was the workout?
Oh, the usual. 20 laps in the pool. Well, who won?
What do you think? Didn't even work up a good sweat.
Again?
Oh, you think I'm crazy? I always lose to the boss.
Handball. I can never dig it.
Relic of my childhood days in Brooklyn, Jerry. You got to be weaned on it. Did I ever tell you I was the handball champ of St. Vincent's Orphanage?
I can believe it.
Jerry. A funny thing happened today. An attorney came to my office. He's got a client who wants to pay me a big fee to defend Joey Basile.
Well, what's so funny about that?
Well, there's a bug in it. It's nudging me to death. I don't know who this client is, and his lawyer's not about to tell me. Thank you.
You know, Iris, the trouble with you is you're too curious. Take the money.
Oh, look, Jerry, I've got no prejudice against money. A long time ago, I found out poverty's a big fat nuisance. But I do have a very suspicious nature. Very. I'd like to know who I'm doing business with. Jerry, what can you tell me about Joey Basile?
Well, what do you want to know?
Could he have a rich uncle somewhere? A benefactor, patron, anything like that?
No, not that I know of. But then you don't need a pedigree to be tried for murder.
Oh, very funny man. You know, Jerry, when I was a kid in Brooklyn, I always had two dreams. One, that the Dodgers would win the World Series. And the other was that some rich, mysterious uncle or stranger, friend, or someone would walk into that orphanage and adopt me. Help me. Nobody ever did. But obviously somebody does want to help Joey Basile.
Look, Iris, you got to take the money.
I'm going to take a shower. See ya. Joey, this is very important. I have to know the truth. Did you do it?
No, sir, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
Was Margie Crane your girl?
No, she was Neil Bradbury's girl. Everybody knew that.
Neil Bradbury. Did he threaten you, Joey, after you pushed each other around at the dance? Anything like that?
No.
You think it was Neil who came up and hit you from behind?
I don't know.
You don't know? Are you sure, Joey, you don't know?
Don't you believe me?
It's not what I believe that counts, son. It's what the jury believes.
What do I know about juries? Look, you gotta tell them I didn't do it. You just gotta. I mean, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I don't...
Now remember, I'm on your side.
Okay, Mr. Egan, I'll try.
Now, one more question, Joey. Do you know anybody who'd be willing to put up thousands of dollars to see that you get out of this?
I don't know anyone like that. I just don't get the whole thing.
Neither do I. But we'll figure that one out along the way, too. All right, Joey?
Well, she's dead and I'm sorry. Truly I am. But you want to know the truth about my little Margie? She was a tease, you know, liked to lead the boys on.
But not Neil.
Oh, no, she played Little Miss Hard to Get with Neil. You see, she planned on marrying him. And so she would play the other boys off against him, you know, to make him jealous. Anyway, I guess it drove him crazy. She shouldn't have done it, though, because Neil is a marvelous boy, simply marvelous. A real dream. Say, you're kind of cute yourself.
I'm glad we've had a chance to talk, Miss Wellman. Joey has a great deal of respect and affection for you. Thank you.
Joey's a very good boy.
All in all, he considers you the best friend he's got.
What do you want from me, Mr. Egan?
Anything you can contribute to help in Joey's defense?
I wish there were something. I keep thinking of him in that prison. Mr. Egan, what are his chances?
Well, Miss Wellman, you never know what a jury will do.
Well, it's just circumstantial evidence, isn't it?
But it's strong. And sometimes strong circumstantial evidence is very difficult to beat, especially when there are no witnesses to refute it.
What happens if they convict him?
He'll go to the gas chamber or to the...
But he didn't kill Margie Crane.
He couldn't have. I know that.
How do you know, Miss Wellman?
Because I know Joey. I just know he's not that kind of a boy.
Well, good day. Oh, Miss Wellman, by the way, do you know if Joey has a wealthy friend or benefactor?
No, why?
Well, I've been retained to defend Joey by someone who won't reveal his name. A corporation lawyer named Morrison is acting as a go-between for the man. Do you have any idea who Joey's guardian angel might be?
No, I have no idea.
Just a long shot on my part. Sometimes one mystery clears up another. Thanks, Miss Wellman.
Well, there was a large welt on the side of the neck, such as that caused by a judo chop. Death was caused by the crushing blow with the rock and a compression fracture of the cervical vertebrae.
Which is?
A broken neck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Joey Basile was one of the very few boys who wanted to learn judo on his own. And he worked very hard at it.
Please go on, Sergeant.
As a lab technician attached to the Scientific Investigation Division of the Los Angeles Police Department, I compared this mold taken from tire impressions on the level area right off Mulholland Drive, just a few feet from the body of Marjorie Crane, with the tires found on the Model A Roadster.
The same Model A Roadster identified as belonging to Joseph Basile, the defendant in this trial?
Yes, sir.
Now, Sergeant, I show you these blue threads. Exhibit number 7 for the state, found in the front seat of that same Model A Roadster. And I ask you, can you identify them?
Yes, sir.
Will you explain to the court, please?
They were examined in the police laboratory. They came from the same dress Marjorie Crane was wearing when she died.
Thank you, Sergeant. Cross-examine.
No questions, Your Honor.
Well, Joey Basile dated me once.
I see. Would you tell the court, please, what happened on that occasion?
Well, we went up to Mulholland.
Where exactly on Mulholland, Sue Ellen?
The same place where Margie Crane was found dead.
Go on, Sue Ellen. Tell the court what happened.
Well, Joey, he, tried to get fresh, and I kept fighting him off.
That's a lie. She's lying. She
Joey. The defendant will refrain from any such further exhibitions.
Go on, Sue Ellen.
Well, I was real scared, and I screamed. I guess he got scared, too, because he drove me home. After that, I wouldn't go out with him. And you ask any other girl in school, they're all scared of him.
Move to strike, Your Honor.
Granted. We appreciate the cooperation of the witness. This court is interested in facts, not opinions.
You knew Margie Crane pretty well, didn't you, Sue Ellen?
I sure did, and she wasn't above using somebody if it suited her.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like the night that she used Joey at the dance to make Neil jealous. I guess Joey found out it.
Objection.
Sustained. Miss, please just answer the questions. Don't volunteer comments or opinions.
Okay, Your Honor.
I have no more questions.
Miss Rogers? Sue Ellen? About this date you had with Joey Basile, the one on which you say he drove you to Mulholland.
Yes, sir?
Did he force you to go with him?
No.
No. Did he drag you by the hair or stick a gun in your ribs?
No.
You went willingly and of your own accord, is that correct?
Yes.
Well, then, under the circumstances, Miss Rogers, what did you expect? To sit there and look at the scenery?
Well, no, not
Thank
exactly.
you. That'll be all.
You may step down.
Call Neil Bradbury.
Neil Bradbury? Your name?
Neil Bradbury.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the testimony you are about to give in the case now pending before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Please be seated.
Well, then, Mr. Bradbury, after the defendant pushed you and you fell, what did he do?
He grabbed Margie by the arm and pulled her toward the door.
You mean forcibly?
Yes, sir. He kind of dragged her. I mean, she didn't want to go.
Move to strike, Your Honor. That's the witness's opinion.
Granted. Then what did you do?
Well, I went out after them. They were out in the colonnade. Joey was trying to kiss her. And there was Margie trying to fight him off. I jumped at him and pulled him away from Margie. And swung at him. I guess I left myself wide open because he caught me behind the ear. And then Margie started crying. And Joey's fist caught me. Suddenly I was on the cement with the pavement tipping upward. I could still hear Margie crying. He was dragging her away, holding onto her arm and pulling her. I tried to get up to go after them, but they were gone. And then I guess I passed out.
It wasn't that way, Mr. Egan. He's lying. Then, Mr. Bradbury, you never saw Miss Crane again after she left the dance with the defendant?
No, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bradbury. That'll be all.
This court is recessed until Monday morning at 10 o'clock.
Looks bad, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't look good. But you never know. Remember, we haven't had our turn yet. Been able to think of anybody who might have put up the money for Joey's defense?
No.
About the only thing I can figure is that it's conscience money.
Conscience money?
Mm-hmm. One way or another. I don't know how else to figure it. Do you?
No.
I guess even in this sometimes sick world of ours, the plain, old-fashioned virtues still keep gnawing away at us. You know, integrity, honor.
Excuse me.
You know, she's been at every session so far. Must have gotten a leave of absence from school.
So what?
Well, doesn't it strike you as, well, a little peculiar?
No, she's a teacher. You know the type. She has no husband, no other life except at school. She gets all wrapped up with it.
That anonymous telephone call in the police report, wasn't it a woman who said she'd witnessed the murder?
Oh, yeah. It was probably a crank. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be, Mitchell, my boy. It could sure be. Well, come on, I'll buy you a drink.
I'll get it. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Funny, there was no answer. The minute I said hello, someone at the other end just hung up.
Probably wrong number.
You think calling him is going to help? Oh, look, why don't you stop carrying the torch for him? I can't bear to see you drive yourself crazy like this.
Ruthie, I'm all right.
No, all right, my foot. All you've done is stay in for the last 3 nights just moping around, biting your nails. Now, I ask you, is he really worth it?
Ruthie, I do not want to discuss it.
Okay. Look, I'm going to go for a walk. Do you want to go with me?
No, I don't want to go with you. I'm tired.
But a walk would do you good, a ride, just some fresh air, anything to get you out of here for a while. Alice, it would help you.
Ruthie, I don't want to go anywhere. Will you just go on, go ahead?
Okay. I tried.
Yes.
Darling?
Honey, I told you not to call me here.
I know, but I've got to see you tomorrow.
Honey, it's impossible. I'll be in Palm Springs all day talking to a client.
Saturday, then, George.
Well, I can't Saturday. I promised the kids I'd take them to the zoo. I can't let them down.
George, I think I know who killed Margie.
Yes, well, you know, we can discuss that at the meeting on Monday.
George?
No, there's no problem. All right.
George?
Daddy, look at the big monkey.
Not monkeys, dear. They're chimpanzees.
What is their name?
Well, I guess that one is Toto, and Susie's inside. What are you doing here?
I had to come. I think I know who killed Margie Crane.
Honey, let's not go through that again. It was impossible.
Daddy, Toto's gonna play some music.
All right, sweetheart.
You act as if nothing happened.
Well, of course something's happened. I don't blame you for being upset. I'm upset myself. We'd be animals if we weren't.
I wish I were as strong as you are.
Have a little patience.
How much?
A day. A second. Joey could be exonerated like that.
Or 10 years. Meanwhile, I've just got to sit there and watch that boy be crucified. All I have to do is say one word, George, just one word.
Honey. Now, I don't want to make a speech, but listen to me. Everyone always thinks that their problems are worse than everybody else's. They think that nobody else loves as deeply or hurts as much. And when they're in their great moments of pain, they always think they're alone. Now, that's your trouble right now. You feel alone, right?
Yes.
Sweetheart, don't you know that you're not alone? Your problems are my problems. I want what you want. Now, isn't that true?
Yes, but Joey...
Leave Joey to Egan. He is the best. Now, we're not going to let anything happen to that boy. I give you my word of honor that if worse comes to worse, we will go down to that courtroom, tell him that we were on Mulholland Drive that night and saw the whole thing. I promise you.
I've got to get back to the kids.
Call the club for me, Dave? Charlie, Sam, everything all right? Nice to see you fellas. Come in often.
Hiya, pal. Hello, Jake. Miss Wellman, Mr. Shakespeare.
How do you do?
Miss Wellman, table's all ready, John. Thank you. Come on, dear.
Mr. Regan, I'm delighted to have lunch with you, but I still don't understand why.
Miss Wellman, Mr. Morrison. Here, won't you sit down? Sit down, gentlemen. Would you care for a drink? You, Miss Wellman?
No, thank you.
I thought you two should know each other. You've both got something in common. Really? What's that? Your interest in Joey Basile? Well, as a matter of fact, Miss Wellman and I do know each other. Oh? I don't know why, but obviously you brought us here to embarrass us. Are you embarrassed? Not a bit. You, Miss Wellman? Miss Wellman and I met twice before, quite by accident. I don't know how you found out about it or what assumptions you've arrived at, but I do think it's grossly unfair to Miss Wellman. And I think you are both being grossly unfair to Joey Basile. I think it's about time for the truth. I think you both know something you're not divulging. I think it has to do with Joey, and I want to know what it is. Who are you protecting, Morrison? What are you protecting? Wait a minute, I'm not on the stand. Maybe you should be. I hope that's not a threat. Oh, come off it, man. You're an attorney. What if somebody walked into your office with a yarn like this? With a coincidence like this? Well, I see I chose the right man to defend Joey Basile. You'll earn your money, Mr. Regan. And if money's any problem, let me know. There's more where that came from. It'll take more than money. How about that drink? Waiter?
I think I'd like to leave now.
Oh, sorry. May I drop you someplace? Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon. Your Honor, the defense in presenting its first witness calls Miss Alice Wellman.
Alice Wellman.
And we submit, Your Honor, that this witness is a witness hostile to the defense. Therefore, we ask the court's permission to treat her as such so that we may lead her and cross-examine her.
Your Honor, I'll go along with counsel for a while, see how it develops.
Proceed, Counselor.
Miss Wellman? So then, we understand clearly that you consider yourself a good friend of Joey Basile.
Yes.
And now then, Miss Wellman, you were a chaperone at the dance the night Marjorie Crane died, right?
Yes.
What time did you leave?
Oh, about 10:30.
What time was the dance scheduled to finish?
At 12.
Why did you leave so early?
I had a headache.
Oh, a headache, I see. What time did you get home? Let me repeat the question, Miss Wellman. What time did you get home?
About 1:30.
Then you didn't go straight home.
No,
Where did you go?
I drove around.
You just drove around with a headache for 3 hours?
Yes.
Do you drive to any particular place or section when you drive around like this?
No.
Where did you drive to?
I just drove around through the streets.
Were you alone? Now look, Miss Wellman, you had a headache. You left your duties behind at the dance. You drove around the streets for 3 hours. Now I repeat, were you alone?
Yes.
Weren't you supposed to meet someone?
No.
And didn't you in fact meet that someone?
No.
Oh, perhaps you didn't intend meeting him when the evening started because you did agree to be a chaperone. So you must have made a phone call or received a phone call or somehow arranged to meet this person. And did in fact meet him and did in fact spend those missing 3 hours with him. Isn't that true, Miss Wellman?
No, that isn't true. No, I did have a headache, and I did drive through the streets alone. Now, that's all I can tell you. I didn't do anything else. That's all.
Move to strike, Your Honor. Counsel's not only leading the witness, he's persecuting her. Although I like to be accommodating, I can't see where this line of questioning is taking us.
No more questions. You may cross-examine.
No questions.
You may step down, Miss Wellman.
John, you had her. Not quite, Mitchell, my boy. In fact, I almost lost her. She's got to do this herself.
Hi, Miss Wellman. I just picking up some books I forgot. How's the trial going?
I want to talk to you, Neil.
Sure. We miss you around here, Miss Wellman. That substitute teacher's pretty nice, but...
It's time for you to tell them.
What? Tell who what?
It's time for you to tell the police the truth.
What are you talking about? What's the matter with you?
You did it, Neil. You killed Margie Crane.
That's a lie. Is it? Joey Vasily killed her.
All these weeks I've watched you, acting as if nothing has happened at all. Laughing and joking and carrying on. It's impossible. Nobody can be that inhuman.
You're a case, you know that, Miss Wellman? You're way out. I don't have to stand here and listen to this.
Neil, it's no use. I saw you.
What?
I saw you kill her. I was there that night on Mulholland. You were wearing your Letterman sweater. I saw you struggling with Margie. I saw you with that rock. I was the one who screamed. You see, I know.
If you knew, how come you didn't say anything? How come you kept quiet?
I wanted to give you time to do the right thing.
Oh, no. No, there's got to be another reason. Maybe you were up there with someone yourself that night. Huh? Someone you didn't want anybody to know anything about? Is that it, teacher? Huh? Is that right? Maybe some married guy cheating on his wife? You want to tell me who he was, teacher? You want to tell me his name? Okay, teacher. You want to tell the police? Go ahead. Go ahead, teacher. Tell them. No one's stopping you because I'm not going to tell them. Hey, teacher. Tell me about this guy. How was it up there that night on Mulholland? Lots of fun? Yeah, teacher. I killed her. That lying little two-timer. She was like you, teacher. She looked pretty and sweet. And all the time, every ape with wheels was rolling her up to Mulholland. Everybody but me. I was the fall guy. The patsy. I was the stoop who loved her. Now ain't that a gas? That teach?
Prior to the commencement of this action, the claim and demand herein sued upon was sold, assigned, transferred, and delivered for a value...
Man! I'm sorry, Mr. Morrison.
It's all right, Miss Walter. Are you out of your mind coming here like this? You know better.
Neil did it. He just admitted it to me.
What do you think my secretary's going to think you barged in like this? She's no fool. Well, I care.
I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. We've got to make a move, George. We've got to tell the truth.
We can't.
We must. You must. Look, we're going down there together. You and I, we're going to free that boy.
Look, will you listen to me? It is too soon.
You listen to me. I've been listening to you ever since I've known you. You always sounded so right, so logical. I was just too stupid or weak to argue. But that's over, George. You've got to listen to me now.
Honey, now look, don't be a fool. Even if Joey is convicted, which he won't be, Egan is a first-rate lawyer. He'll get an appeal and win hands down.
Did you ever intend to come forward, George? Did you? No matter what?
Honey, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to give up my whole life for some kid I don't even know? My wife, my children? There is nothing in the world I wouldn't do for you, but not...
Then do it for me. For us. It's time for us to stand up and be counted. Let's go down to that courtroom and tell them the truth. Are you coming?
I can't.
I'm sorry for you, George. I'm sorry for myself.
Alice.
I'm even sorrier for Joey Basile. Please. You know what's funny? You meet a man on a plane, and he offers you a drink. A little drink. Twists your life. And a boy's life. You wish you were dead.
Excuse me, Mr. Morrison, but I've been buzzing you. Your wife's on the phone.
Mr. Egan, court is waiting.
At this time, the defense calls Joseph Basile.
Joseph Basili.
Just a minute, Joey. Instead, Your Honor, I'd like permission to recall a previous witness, Miss Alice Wellman.